Modesty has been highlighted for both men and women in the Quran, and the Quran actually addresses men first, telling them to lower their gaze around women and to check their sexual impulses. So if that's what the Quran teaches, why do women need to dress modestly? Islam gives a variety of reasons, the most controversial of which is as a means to reduce unwanted sexual advances. Though it would be wonderful to live in a utopia where no one drives badly and no one steals, we recognise that's not the world we live in, and so we wear seatbelts and take out insurance. Islam is practical in its advice to women, and so gives guidance for the real world, and not an imaginary one. The hijab is a bit like a seatbelt. Will it prevent you from always being harmed by the reckless actions of others? No, but it can decrease that risk. In the same way, Islam teaches that women should take their safety into their own hands, rather than relying on the goodness of men. A well-known study conducted by Princeton psychologist Susan Fiske found that men seeing women dressed in bikinis activated the part of their brain associated with tools, or quote, things you manipulate with your hands, as compared to seeing images of fully dressed women. As famous actress Jessica Rae puts it, modesty isn't about covering up our bodies because they're bad. Modesty isn't about hiding ourselves. It's about revealing our dignity. Now let's be clear, modestly dressed women get harassed too. The primary way to eliminate sexual harassment of women is to reform men's behaviour. An interesting account from the Prophet Muhammad's life, peace be upon him, illustrates this point. A beautiful woman approached the Prophet for some advice on some personal matters. A companion of the Prophet began to stare at her because of her beauty. On noticing this, the Prophet reached his hand backwards and turned the face of his companion away so that he would no longer stare at her. He didn't criticize her appearance or advise her to behave any differently. It was in fact the behavior of his companion that he tried to change.